South Africa has lost a formidable leader. Paying tribute to Auditor-General Kimi Makwetu, President Cyril Ramaphosa described him as a man who served the country with distinction and integrity. Makwetu died on Wednesday after losing a 2-year battle with lung cancer, just a few weeks before his tenure as Auditor-General was due to expire. Joining us to speak about his life and his work is Public Protector Advocate Busisiwe Mkhwebane. Advocate Mkhwebane, very good morning to you. Thank you so much for joining us on the show. It's with great sadness that the Auditor-General has lost his 2-year battle with cancer. You worked very closely with him. In fact, you had similarities, both heading up Chapter 9 institutions. Just talk us through your emotions right now.
Good morning, and good morning to the viewers and listeners. Indeed, it's a sad day for South Africa, for the world, because he was now going to serve us in a global space. Indeed, we work very close with the Auditor General's office, which we will still continue doing. And I must say that most of our work depended more also on the work of the Auditor General. And I mean, even now, during COVID-19 corruption allegations, we were cooperating, and we were, our officials were engaging most of the time, because we relied more also on their audits, especially as we know that South Africa is facing a deep-rooted issue of governance failures. So, indeed, it's a sad day for Africa, for South Africa.
Now, as you reflect on the sort of contribution that he made, I mean, he's been hailed as a man who had a culture of accountability and transparency in the use of state resources. What sort of legacy do you believe he leaves behind?
You know, he leaves a legacy where, as South Africa, we are proud that he spearheaded the amendment of the Auditor General's legislation, especially relating to holding the accounting officers and accounting, in fact, the executive authority to account when there's a repetition of findings against their institutions. So we know that now it's a different scenario, or it's a different ball game, because those who are perpetuating a repetitive audit findings or disclaimers, they will have then to account. And if it comes to issues of wasteful expenditure and material findings against them, then they will have to pay from their own pocket. Though then that will also cause a lot of challenges for the Auditor General, because most of the time you'd find that institutions do not want to be held to account. But now people will be accountable, in that if you are having various findings and every year, especially in the local sphere of government, then they will have to pay from their own pocket if they fail to change the status quo.
Let's quickly look at a different matter. We know that our very own reporter Zintle Kanyane was out in the northwest looking at a newly built road in the Moshana village near the Botswana border. And what she found was a shocking revelation, the road peeling off like an orange peel. Do you know about this matter, and what sort of action do you plan to take?
You know, it's shocking indeed. Yeah, it's very concerning. And that state of the road, the Northwest Provincial representative of the Public Protector, as you know that we have provincial public protectors, Mr. Sithole has initiated an own initiative investigation. So we will be investigating that particular matter, and we will indeed make sure that we bring those who are responsible for that to account. And indeed, where there is then the issues of corruption, which will have to be dealt with by the law enforcement, whatever we find, we will as well recommend or refer those criminal conducts or criminal acts to the relevant law enforcement authorities.
Very well. Thank you so much for your time. Unfortunately, we've run out of time. That was Public Protector Advocate Busisiwe Mkhwebane giving us her reaction there to the passing of Auditor-General Kimi Makwetu, as well as reaction on what will happen on that stretch of road in connecting South Africa and Botswana, peeling off like an orange peel.